Y'all, when I watched Chad Daybell's hearing, all I could think about was Anthony Perkins from Psycho. The way that Chad looked with that flat affect, sitting all drawn up next to his lawyer. Y'all, we've got so much cover about Chad Daybell today, so let's jump right in. So y'all, first off, sadly, the Rexburg police did confirm that yes, the remains that were found on his property are those of JJ and Tylee. Now, thankfully, Chad is in jail. Thankfully, Chad has some form of charges against him. Right now, he just has 2 counts of destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence. I'm sure that more are on the way, though. Now, these charges only carry up to like 5 years in prison and I believe like a $10,000 fine. However, like I said, more is on the way. Just be patient. Now, the bond was set at $1 million. For obvious reasons. One of the reasons cited that the state even asked for such a high bond was that one of the ways they tried to conceal one of the bodies was so egregious that they were like, look, in addition to all this other stuff, I mean, this was bad. Chad's lawyer, John Pryor, who we'll discuss in a moment, he, of course, was doing what defense attorneys do, and he is arguing for Chad, trying to cite reasons why he should have a, regular bond amount. Essentially, he's saying, look, the charges that Chad has against him right now are just these, concealment charges. He asked for $50,000 on each of those. Now, he also is citing all these reasons that he's like, look, Chad's not a flight risk. Bail is supposed to be something that, it ensures that they're going to show back up to court and yada yada yada. Hello? I'm just like, where have you been? Did Chad just pluck him out from under some rock and he has no idea what's been going on? Chad is the definition of a flight risk. He already ran to Hawaii. Now, Chad is due back in court in July, so y'all, we are waiting with bated breath. Back to Chad's own attorney. John Pryor has a few priors himself, pun intended. Y'all, back in 2012, he was sentenced to 120 days after a 19-year-old woman who was seeking legal advice and employment said that he tried to assault her in his offices. He sounds like a real winner. He also sounds like he was probably handpicked to be in that 144,000 that Chad and Lori are so enthusiastic about. Speaking of Lori, her attorney Mark Means is filing motions. He is trying to get access to all the evidence against Mr. Dumbbell. Y'all, at this point, I am sure he is scrambling. I can totally see him going to Lori and being like, now listen, Lori, I think the best thing at this point, the best strategy, if you will, is going to be for you to act like you just suddenly woke up from a deep, dark, and twisted coma. And when the judge asks you, Miss Vallow, how do you explain running off to Hawaii and that obnoxious, snarky grin on your face? And then her lawyer's gonna tell her to be like, Hawaii? Little old me? Why, I've never been. But I hear they have beautiful portal parties there. We'll see what more is going to come from the Lori Vallow show. Now, y'all, lots of people have been making different statements, and I just want to talk about a few here right now. Now, y'all, understandably, the Woodcocks are very distressed over this. In their statement, they said that, it's the worst news that they could ever receive. They asked for some privacy. They've been really transparent with things. I mean, obviously, this case wouldn't be here without them. They were the ones who were pretty much confirming before the police did, this is what the remains are. So, my hat's off to them for getting this case going and really seeking justice for the children in this case. And then there's the Cox statement. Now, y'all, they said that they're all really saddened by this news. They talked about how much they love the children and how much they miss them. And they thanked everyone who was searching for the children. Now, I'm sorry, but I just didn't get the same vibe from them when they were all on TV smirking and basically talking down to everyone in the sense of, what are y'all worried about? This is normal. Da-da-da-da-da. We didn't question this. And why is everybody? And wait till y'all see. I just have particular feelings about it. I understand that people don't want their loved ones, or they don't want to think that their loved ones would do something like this, but I also feel that there's crossing a line into aiding and abetting. Now, Chad's brother and his sister-in-law, Matt and Heather, issued a statement, and I felt it was really sincere. They talked about how upset they were. They extended their sympathies to Larry and Kay, as well as the family and the extended family of the children. Now, he did talk about, look, you know what? This has completely strained our relationship relationship with Chad Daybell, his brothers, adult children, and obviously Chad. He hasn't spoke to them in a long time. So, here again you can see the victimization and the damage that these actions do, not just to the victims, like the poor children and, other people in this case, but then the family members. I mean, this has just devastated so many people and taken away so many lives. Now, another YouTuber, Tyson Draper, he actually traveled there and he talked to Chad's son Garth. He was out in the truck doing something, and Garth said, "You know what? I appreciate everybody's support. Please keep it coming. Please keep us in your prayers." And Garth seemed like a pretty sincere guy. My heart goes out to the people that didn't ask to be put into this situation or really have anything to do with it, and now they are having to pick up the pieces behind these monsters. Now, y'all, check out these other videos if you want to see more of my commentary on this case, or check out the other one if you want to see other stuff. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you soon.